There are moments in life that break you not loudly, not all at once, but like a small crack that grows silently until everything falls apart. Today, I want to share a story, a very personal one that I've held in my heart for years. It's a story about family, pain, and letting go. But most of all, it's a story about love, the kind that continues even after it's no longer returned. Please subscribe and continue. Many years ago, I wasn't wearing these robes. I was just a man, a father, a husband, a provider to my wife, and I had built a quiet life, a modest house, a small garden where our daughter would chase butterflies and I would chase peace. We loved her more than life itself. I still remember how her small fingers would wrap around mine when we walked, how she'd cry when I left for work, and how she'd fall asleep on my chest while I hummed old lullabies. She was our world. But the world, it changes. My wife passed away when our daughter was just 19. That day, my heart cracked, but I stayed strong for my daughter. I didn't cry in front of her. I cooked, I cleaned, I gave everything I had to make sure she didn't feel the absence too deeply. But grief is strange. It doesn't just take the one who died. Sometimes it takes the ones who remain to. Years passed. She went to college, built a career, got married. At first, she would visit every week, then every month, then only on birthdays. Her tone changed. The warmth in her voice cooled, like tea left untouched too long. She started suggesting I sell the house. It's too big for you. Baba, you're alone. Wouldn't you be happier in a retirement home? It's time to move on from the past. But it wasn't about space. It was about convenience. She didn't want to come visit. She didn't want to be responsible. One day, during a phone call, she said something that will echo in my soul forever. You're just holding on to something that should already be mine. She didn't mean the grief. She meant the house, the home her mother and I built, the one where every brick held a memory. In her eyes, I had overstayed my welcome in my own life. I hung up the phone and stared at the walls that had seen every version of me, from a young father to a broken widower, and I made a choice. I didn't want to become a bitter old man clinging to things. I didn't want to haunt a house that no longer felt like a home. So I sold it, but not to give the money to my daughter, not out of anger, not out of spite, but to finally let go. I donated every cent to an orphanage my wife once volunteered at. Children who had no parents would now sleep in warm beds. They would eat 3 meals a day. They would play, laugh, and grow under a roof built from my broken heart. I didn't just sell a house. I let go of a life to give others a chance to build theirs. When my daughter found out, she was furious. She called me selfish. She said I was punishing her. But how do you explain to someone that freedom isn't a punishment? I told her I loved her, that I always would, and that sometimes love means knowing when to stop trying to be needed. She hasn't spoken to me since. Some nights are very quiet, too quiet, and even monks cry. People think we are made of stone, that we have no attachments. But we are not stone. We are rivers constantly flowing, learning, releasing. In that silence, I'd have found a strange peace. Because while I lost my daughter's voice, I found my own again. What are you holding on to that's already left you? A person who doesn't call anymore, a home that no longer feels warm, an identity built on being needed. Let go. Not out of defeat, but out of love. Because letting go is not the end. It's the beginning of healing. You are not a burden. You are not just what you can give. You are a soul worthy of peace, with or without anyone's approval. If this story touched you, don't let it end here. Leave a comment below. Share your story, your grief, your moment of letting go. You never know who your words might heal. And if you're ready to release the past, give this video a like and subscribe for more moments of reflection and peace. Let's create a community, not built on ownership or expectation, but on compassion, on truth, on love that asks for nothing in return.